Hello everybody, I'm Leora Sims. Thank you for 62 subscribers, and thank you for joining me for this week's lot showcase. Today's lot is a retail lot called Sim Mart, and Sim Mart was inspired by all of the different marts you could think of. Kmart, Walmart, Brandsmart, etc., 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 etc. When building this lot, I was very focused on just making a nice lot for my Sims to shop at. Normally, when I build a retail lot, and I believe this is my fourth one, I'm focused on what your Sim can buy, but also how my Sim is going to run the store. I am not necessarily going to run this store as a business. This store was made so that my Sims could shop here. I'm not ready yet to build a shopping mall, although I think that's a great idea. But a Sim Mart I could handle. And I haven't seen anyone else build a lot like this. That's not to say that they haven't. I just haven't seen it yet. For the purposes of this video, my Sims do own the lot, because there are certain things that I cannot show you unless my Sims own the lot. The Sims who will be showing you this lot are Dr. Maria Lopez and her husband Martin Lopez. They are the Sims featured in my latest Create a Sim showcase last week. If you missed that showcase, I will leave a link to it in the description. You can check it out and download these Sims. They are very much fun to play with. If you do want to run this lot, it is possible, and because I didn't want to build a kitchen, because I thought it would take away space from the items that I could sell in the store, I put these two vending machines out here so that your Sim can grab something to eat, and they can sit over here on these benches. Let's go inside. I'll bring Maria here as well. As you can see, when your Sim enters the store, you have a magazine rack. If you go further, Here is your first cash register. And beyond that are your mannequins. Your sim can sell or buy any of the clothing on the mannequins that are on display. So let's have Maria show you what the outfits are. So this female young adult or adult mannequin has 5 outfits. She's in this outfit now, so this is the outfit that your Sims could purchase.
So? So? Ja, wachse.
And now they can purchase that outfit. Let's change the mannequin back into my favorite outfit. Let's send her to the restroom.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
When you build a clothing store, you have to be very careful with the way in which you place the mannequins, because when I was playtesting this lot originally and I had Maria try to go and change the mannequin's clothing, she could not get to it. So I had to move the mannequin up slightly. So be aware when you're building something and you're playtesting that can be a little tricky. It's not a glitch, it's just that I didn't give my sim enough space to try on the clothing or change the mannequin, and now I have. And I also made sure that I did that with the other mannequins as well.
Lonkas. Jana seš.
Since Maria is here, I will show you the 2 bathrooms. Here are the bathrooms with the walls completely up. And here are the walls with inside of Maria. You could see the plumb bob over the head, so she's over there. And it's just 2 bathrooms, basic bathrooms with just a toilet and a sink in each. Nothing too special. now I want you to see the outfits that this mannequin has. So we'll have Martin show you his outfits. So this is the first outfit of the male adult mannequin. This is the second. This is the third. This is the fourth. This is the fifth. And this is the sixth. He has 6 outfits, and the adult female mannequin has 5 because I did not include swimwear. When I dress the mannequins, I try to go for a middle class, affordable look. I don't like to use the word cheap. But in places like Walmart and Kmart and all of these different marts, the clothing is usually more reasonable than Macy's or JCPenney. This is not meant to be a department store, so I tried to pick more affordable looking clothes. Clothes that hopefully everyone could afford. Because not everyone has the money to live a glamorous lifestyle. Over here, you have your toy section. As you can see, I put the more modern dollhouse in, and the more traditional dollhouse in. Over here, you have your toy boxes. Over here, you have your teddy bears that I love so much, your lumps of clay, and your helicopters. You also have the activity table. Over here, you have your small appliances section. This is where, for right now, you could buy your Sims coffee pot and tea maker. I say for now because you might want to delete some of the coffee makers to make room for the food processors when we get them in The Sims 4. I hope that we do. Just for the simple fact that I want to sell them. I wasn't too upset about not having a food processor in the base game, because I barely used it. whenever I had my Sims cook in The Sims 3, I avoided that food processor. But I would like to sell it in a store like this. Maybe we'll even get a food processor in a free update. I don't know. Hopefully. Outside of the bathrooms, we have a kids' book section. And I put this here because usually the kids' books in a store like this and the toys are separated. And over here you have books for the adults. Over here you have electronics. Here you have some stereos. And over here in this case, you have the cheapest cameras in the game. I went with the cheapest because this is supposed to be like a Walmart store or a Kmart store. Similar to those kinds of stores, and they usually have an electronics department, and I really like the way these cases look, although they are sometimes difficult for me to use simply because you have to click on them in exactly the right spot, and while I just did it now, sometimes it takes me a long time to click in just the right spot on this case. But they look very nice. But the next store that I build, if I sell cameras, and when I sell cameras, I'll probably put them on different shelves if they fit. Over here you have your barbecue grills. I was going to put some lawn furniture here as well, but it started to look cluttered. But I do know that one will fit right here where my mouse is pointing next to that grill. So if you'd like to add that, you can very easily do so. And usually close to the barbecues are the plants. So here is your gardening section. And if you want to save on a restocking fee, you can just, after those plants, I think you could save on the restocking fee by just letting those plants sell and replacing them with other plants of your choosing. They don't have to be these plants. I won't be offended. I just put plants on these tables to show that this was the gardening section, and I felt that it should sell more than planter boxes. The only thing I paid attention to when doing the plant section is that I didn't use any flowers from Outdoor Retreat game pack because I didn't want you to need the game pack for this retail lot. You can put them in if you want to, but I wanted it to be I wanted things to be more accessible to you. And if you wanted to, there is some space to put some small TVs in this lot as well. And here is your small grocery area. These are two different items in game, although they look very similar. They are two different items, and because they look very similar, I made them different colors. I would have liked to have them be the same color, but then it would be hard for you to tell them apart, and it would be hard for me to tell them apart for this showcase. Please excuse my phone if you can hear that. So, it would be hard for me in this showcase to explain to you what these are, so I color coded them. The white item is your freezer, and you can put harvestables in this freezer. And the silver item is for baked goods. So if you were running the store, you could fill these items, you could fill these items from the game with things to sell, and they would sell. And your Sims wouldn't have to do any work to get them to sell. Your Sims would just go up to the item and these fridges and pick what they want. There's also an area that sells computers, and you can sell the chairs separately. And here's where I was thinking TVs would fit. And here to the side is your second cash register. I thought it was very important to leave a lot of room for cash registers because in a place like Walmart or Kmart or Costco or BJ's or any of those places, you will find a lot of cash registers. And usually the electronics department has its own separate cash register. If you want your Sims to run the store, it will cost about 67,200 and something simoleons to buy. Now I'm going to show you what the lot looks like in all different times of day. Here's afternoon, but it's almost evening. Here's evening. Here's night. And here is morning. This is on a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek. I actually kicked out the Spencer Kim family and put the lot right there. But you can put it on any 40 by 30 lot that you would like. I do believe that it would look quite different and out of place in Oasis Springs. So if you would like me to build a store like this or similar to this for Oasis Springs, please let me know in the comments. I do read all the comments, and I appreciate all of the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe, guys. My name on the gallery is Leora18.